How's it going, folks? This is Wayne Art, back with something a little bit different again today. We're doing another review. I haven't done one for a while, and I'm doing one for the same company, Fifine. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm still not sure if that's right. But I did a review for the same company on a microphone, the T669, a couple of months ago. So they've sent me another microphone. This is slightly cheaper. The other one retailed in at just under 70 quid. This one comes in at just under 50 quid. So this is the K683A. And the first thing that we'll do is we'll get it unboxed and check what it comes with. Okay, so first of all I'll show you the box that it's come in. It's pretty robust. Came through Amazon. I'm on Amazon Prime, so I ordered it and it came through the next day. So let's take the lid off and have a look. Okay, so on opening the mic, we've got some information about the company there. So it's got the website on, it's got the Facebook page, so if you want to go and check that out and check a lot of the other products out, you've got that. You've got the user's manual, which is there. Obviously we need that to know what everything does. Take the foam away. I'm assuming the mic's behind there, which it is, so we'll just get the microphone out and take a little look. So I can see, like the T669 that I reviewed a few months ago, it's got a built-in volume which came in very, very sort of useful, and also a new feature, we've got a little mute button which I'll be trying out in a short while. And I've just noticed on the back of the mic also there's a little headphone socket, so that's also something that's going to come in really useful. It's quite sturdy, feels very robust. Obviously we've got the attachment there to fasten it onto the stand. Okay, so then we've got a box. I'm assuming all the accessories are in this box, so let's just check that out. So first of all we've got the cable. Just have a quick look at that. Now if you remember, the last one that I reviewed had a really long cable, and this one seems pretty much the same, so it's really useful for what I do. And I've also noticed on this cable a little addition to the last review that I did. We've got sort of an extra input there. So it's like a USB input. Now most computers, most Macs, like the one that I use now, have got sort of a smaller input, so it's actually got that different input as well as the old USB input as well. And we've also got the socket that plugs into the mic as well. Okay, so that's going to be a cable. We've got a little stand that comes with this. Now, unlike the T669, it just comes with this little sort of desk stand that you can, stand on your desk, ideal for gaming, podcasting, or a little bit of recording, what I'm going to do in a short while. So we haven't got the boom on with this, but it is sort of £20 cheap, so we've just got the small stand that comes with it. And we've also got the pop shield, which is seems pretty robust, pretty sturdy. That just fastens over the top of the mic. We've got little bits of elastic there. So that's just going to fit over the top of the mic. We'll check that out in a short while. And that just stops you from sort of popping your words, when you see P's or T's, it stops you from sort of popping. You get that pop sound sometimes when you record, so that sort of eliminates that a little bit. So that's everything that we need. So without further ado, let's give it a little test. Okay, so I've now got the microphone rigged up to my laptop. It was very easy to set up. I've got the little stand there, so I can put that on the desk side. I'll put the pop shield on, which was very easy to fit. And I've also plugged it straight in to the laptop. If you remember the last review I did on the T669, it only had the large USB input. Okay, so I had to get a little converter. But this one has got the option of having the small input as well. So on a lot of sort of modern MacBook devices, they have the smaller inputs, so we've also got that, which is a huge help and a great addition. Okay, the microphone is all ready to go. I've got the mute button on, that's why we've got the red light on, as you can see. If I just unmute it, that will turn green. We've got the little volume. Now you can hear I've got a little bit of echo on that, and what I plan to do today, as I did on the last review, now I use GarageBand a lot, use it to get songs down and a lot of ideas. So what I'm going to do, a little bit different on this review, I'm going to try recording a little bit of acoustic guitar, okay? And I'm going to hold the acoustic guitar just to the sort of left of the microphone and see what sort of sound we get. So now I'm going to record a little bit of acoustic guitar. I've got the mute button on ready, so we'll just unmute that. You can hear the echo on there. And let's hit record. Okay, so let's have a little listen back to that. Okay, so not a bad recording that. Obviously I'd have to compress that and, you know, do a little bit of a tweak. Maybe there's a bit much too echo on there. But, you know, for a little sort of microphone like that, I thought that picked up very well. With a little bit more positioning of the microphone, maybe if I, you know, sat a little bit closer, I'm sure we'd be able to get a really good sound from that. Okay, so now I'm going to bring the microphone more in familiar territory, what I actually use it for doing my YouTube videos. Now, I used to always use the internal mic on the laptop, which I'm actually doing now. If you're wondering why the quality's gone a little bit. Obviously the microphone always adds the quality. I don't use you know, any videos without using a microphone now. So at this point the microphone isn't plugged in. As you can see, I've got it positioned in front of me on a sort of a little table, so it's just sort of you know, about a foot away from the guitar. So I'm going to try, you know, singing and doing a little bit of vocals. So we'll do it obviously without the microphone first, and then I think you'll see the difference when I do use the microphone. Here we go. So maybe I don't really want to know if your garden grows, 'cause I just want to fly. Lately, did you ever feel the pain of the morning rain? It soaks you to the bone. Okay, so now I've got the microphone connected. You probably worked that out. The audio is a lot clearer. You know, my voice is a lot clearer, a lot louder. So I'm going to play the same thing, but obviously, you know, through the microphone. Now I've got the volume set about 12 o'clock. I find anything higher than that tends to feed back a little bit. So I have messed around with it a little bit prior to doing this, and I found that a good setting. So here we go. Maybe I don't really want to know if your garden grows, 'cause I just want to fly. Lately, did you ever feel the pain of the morning rain? Soaks you to the bone. Okay, so I've just had a listen back to that, and I'm sure you'll agree the microphone obviously did its job. It added loads of quality there, loads of volume, and did what the microphone should have done. So we're really happy with that. So just to summarise the microphone now, so you know, I think it's very well built, very robust, as I said. Comes with all the parts you need, you know, the pop shield and the little stand. So if you just want it for podcasting or YouTubing, you're doing similar to what I do, I think it's ideal. Obviously you haven't got the parts that come with the T669. The review I did a couple of months back, that comes with an extra boom arm, and I think it comes with an extra pop shield, so that's sort of an extra £20. This comes in at just under £50. Now it's a very competitive market out there, so I think that is very, very reasonable for a microphone of this quality. Adds great quality to your recordings, and I've been using the T669 a lot on GarageBand, and I've never looked back. I think it's a great microphone, so I'll be also using this one. So a couple of the great additions to this microphone that I think have made things a little bit better is obviously the USB connector. We've got the smaller connector that fits in most sort of MacBooks and everything these days. I think that makes a big difference. And as on the other microphone, I was a big fan of the volume, the built-in volume on the microphone, so you haven't got to faff around on a computer program, going into the program and adjusting the mic level. It's there in front of you. And an additional feature on this, we've also got the mute button as well, so if things start feeding back, you can hit that mute button, or if you're on a Zoom meeting and you want to swear at your boss without him hearing you, or she, you can hit that mute button. So there you go. Another great feature is also the headphone socket, which the other microphone didn't have, so I think that's a great additional feature also. So like I say, for under £50 I don't think you can go wrong with this mic in a very competitive market. You know, you get for what you pay for. I've had cheap microphones, you know, half of the value of this before, and one, they don't last, and two, they don't offer very good quality. This mic offers both of those things, and like I say, it's under £50. So I'm going to put a little link to it in the description below, a little link to Amazon if you want to go and check that out, if you are interested in purchasing one, or you want to go and look at other people's reviews, you know, and before you do purchase one. But like I say, I've done a good honest review today, so I'd like to thank Fifine, hope I'm pronouncing that right, I'm still not sure, for sending me another mic to review. Got plenty of use out of the other one that you sent me, you know, use it a lot, as I said, on GarageBand for recording, and I'm also going to do the same with this one. And thanks everyone else for watching, and I'll catch you all for another review very soon. Take care.